Hello folks and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Suikoden. It's L58 and last episode we started in the Dwarven Vault and as you see we are making some progress. Now, if you noticed the audio is a little bit different. The main computer I was doing Let's Plays on, it's kind of dead. Like the screen just won't turn on, so I was able to transfer the files, so that was nice. I was able to finish Final Fantasy Tactics and then start working on everything else, but hopefully it doesn't really affect my Let's Plays too much. So with that said, if things are a little bit different, I apologize. So, alright, we face one of the first, well, I guess it's the second boss or so in the game, Gigantes, right? Yeah, yeah. Now, this strategy, because I brought Kai in here, might not be the same. I have read other strategies that involve, keeping pawns so you have the talisman attack or, stuff like that. But really, this enemy, fire won't do any damage to him, so Cleo is kind of out of the usefulness, and since it's just one enemy, you don't want to use the Master Pupil attack. So, in this case, I'm just going to have Val use her Falcon Rune, and then pretty much everyone just attack, and then if healing needs to happen, it'll be Cricus and Cleo. Probably Cleo first, and she's faster, and it does about the same amount of damage. But like I said, the strategy usually is, if you have any characters that can unite for a one attack, use it. But other than that, this guy shouldn't be all that hard, as long as you have your defense up and all that good stuff. An interesting enemy. Like I said before, boss fights in this game don't seem as epic as, Final Fantasy or whatnot, or don't make as much sense. Like, okay, I guess this guy just defends the vault. I don't get it. They don't really make much of a, reference to him. They're like, oh, this is, or look out for the legendary Gigantos, or whatever, like, he's just there. Like, the dragon of Torrent Castle, that makes a little more sense. And there we go. See? Not too hard. Just make sure that, your swords were sharpened, you have plenty of medicine, and you're good to go. Now, let's see here. Down the middle, we get the running water route. And then, let's see, to the left, oh, we have a random battle. No. So, I hope you held on to the escape talisman that we got in the forest, because we're going to be using it pretty soon. A defense rune piece. Yeah, I'll give it to Ramio. And then just heal up. Use all this fun stuff. And I probably should have edited this out. Oh well. Like I said before, it's funny because it's just like, it's so different. With Final Fantasy Tactics and whatnot, we could just, do some very light editing and go. But for this one, it takes like 10 minutes to edit, and then I add the commentary. So yeah, now that I use the escape talisman, we are able to just go back to the top. That is probably the most useful time to use that. So, just keep in mind. Hope you already had one. I should have mentioned that before, but I wanted to surprise you. Alright, let's see, we don't need that, so just gonna check some items. Okay, cool. And, is there anything else? I have the Thunder Rune piece, but I want to hold on to that, so, okay, so we just need to move on the storyline. Talk to the Dwarven leader. Yeah, what, you wanted us to die down there? Dude, what's your problem? Or I guess just not be able to get it. But I would think that, if we didn't get it, then we would have just died. Alright, so yeah, now they'll help us. They will make a cannon to destroy the burning mirror. And everything's all hunky-dory. So let's head back to the village of the elves and tell them the good news. Alright, now back on the dwarf trail. Unfortunately, you can't use an escape talisman here to get back. That's fine though, because there's a reason you need to head all the way through here. Oh, random encounters. That's the hard thing too about doing these videos, is like you have to figure out how many, random battles do I want to show off, because you don't want it to be too boring to where there's like no action going on, you don't see any gameplay, but at the same time you don't want it to be saturated with, random encounters. But now, since you can make videos longer than 10 minutes, it's not such a big deal. Back in Final Fantasy VI, it was like you show 2 fights and then like you have to move on with the story. If not, you're gonna add a couple extra episodes. But now you can just watch longer episodes. It's it has its pluses and minuses. And oh crap. It looks like the village of the elves is burning. Forest fire. Smokey would be pissed. Alright, well, let's get it going. Now, I might unequip the Holy Rune and give it to Gramio, because he doesn't have good magic either, and you use him throughout the entire game, so he's like always in like your required party. So I might just do that. Yeah, let him go. Not worth it. Alright. Oh, I wish I had the true Holy Rune right now. That's fine. We'll eventually get it, I'm sure. I like how it just looks like a pile of ash or something right now. In the shape of the tree. Dude, I don't want to fight you guys. Alright, burnt village of the elves. Dang. They did a number on them. Yeah, that's intense, man. Dang, Crickus, calm down. I know you lost everyone you ever knew, but relax, dude. Well, we got the dwarves on our side. We'll avenge them. But yeah, that sucks, is that, he tried so hard, he risked his life to get the Liberation Army involved, and just worked so hard to try to convince his, elven brothers to, just listen to him, and they just completely brushed him off, and now they're all dead because of it, and he's lost everything precious to him. He lost his girlfriend, who I guess he was about to propose to, from what it looks like. And man, that is a lot to take in. Wise words. A lot better than young master. Alright. So yeah, let's regroup and take down this general. Now, before we leave, head back into the burnt village of the elves, and we will meet Templeton. Jeez. See, it takes me 3 times. Now, Templeton is makes maps. Expert map maker. And you talk to him, and he'll want to join. And he doesn't really fight for you or do anything. All he really provides is a map, which is huge. Now we will have a world map. Well, for the most part, world map. It'll just show you like the areas nearby. But still, that's real useful. So, the only time Templeton will really, help out is in wars. It'll add a bit to, I believe Templeton is a frontline attacker. We'll get to that. Probably get to that this episode, actually. But, even if a character doesn't actually, is able to fight in random battles, they are able to assist in a war. So, there's that. Oh, and there is Kuromimi. 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 Oh boy. Better turn yourself in, or else what? Dude, we got this. He swears to God, okay. Yeah, well, that's not too bright. Wow, she's willing to sacrifice herself for this? Dang, that's intense. And yeah, the only, you have two options, but the only real option is to say I'm sorry, but looks like we're now going to have to rescue her at some point, so... Oh boy, that'll be tough. Oh, and they're still going to try to fight us? There's no God in these modern times. What a prick. Alright, so Kuromimi, or I'm just going to say Kuromi, will join you in the fight. But just like LaPont, he's a short fighter, and the computer automatically puts him in the back row, making him useless this fight. But, once again, just use Cleo with her highest magic attack, and you should be able to finish them all off. Bam! I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they allow you to move your party around before a fight like that, especially in that situation. Or losing. Dude, what? We finished them off in one round with one character. Now, Kuromi, he's kinda a lower level fighter. I don't really like him all that much. He has decent attack. He's okay with the magic, but there's just nothing that makes him stand out. So. Alright, looks like Matthew has saved the day. Oh, and looks like Sylvina had survived because of Stallion. Wow. He just grabbed her and just ran. Well, I guess he's useful for something. Well, that's cool. Not everyone died. And looks like Humphrey and the rest of the Liberation Army has finally met back up with us, so that's cool. Ah. Yeah, Humphrey and Sanchez arrived. Okay, cool. Ah, so now we can go into our first war of the game. So yeah, let's do this. Now, throughout this game, we will find ourselves in a few wars. You know, there's only a handful. I think there's like 8 or something like that, so this is the first. And it kind of works like a rock, paper, scissors card game, if that makes sense. You have your army, which is on the right, as you see Tyr in the lead, and then we have the Imperial Army. And right now they have 9,000 troops, we have 6,765. It's kind of a random number. Now, in wars, you could potentially lose some minor characters, but if you lose one character, then you won't be able to get the best ending for the game, so you have to be very careful with your decisions here. I like the random people like saying, hey, let's go, let's do this, let's fight. So we have Charge, Bow, Magic, and Others. Charge is your main attack, and it grabs, random characters. You have Good Buddies, Victor's team, Old Soldiers, former Imperial team, Black Golds, Cooks, Tricksters, Commander's team, all that stuff. Then we have Bow, Kobolds, Engineers. There's Templeton. So, then we have Magic, and Others. Now, Others you use for, bonuses and makes sense. Thieves, very useful. They can find out what the next move the enemy is going to use. Okay, so it's an attack. So the move that you want to use against an attack is Magic. if you use magic when they use attack, then their attack won't work at all, and only your magic will succeed in that round. Now, if they were to use magic, you'd want to use a bow attack, and if they use a bow attack, you'll want to charge. So if that makes sense, it's like rock, paper, scissors. So it's important to figure out what their move is. That way you can stop them. And like I say, thieves are useful, but there is a better class of thieves that will know for certain what the next move is. The thieves, sometimes say, oh, well, maybe it's this move, or sometimes they'll just get money, and that's useless to me, but whatever. So then we have merchants, and merchants can sway enemies over to your side, make them turn. And strategists will power up your charge attack. So right now I have to guess. So hopefully I pick the right one and don't suffer the consequences. Let's see here. Alright, yeah, I guess it's Commander's team then. Oh, no, dang it. That's gonna hurt. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I don't think they'll use magic 2 times in a row. Yeah, there we go. So charge, when it comes down to 2 charge attacks, it really depends on who you pick for your charge attack. You want to pick your strongest charge attack, that way you are able to survive. Guess I'll just go with another charge. I'm Victor, remember it! Alright, cool, so that worked out. So yay, we won our first war, and we didn't lose anyone, so that's good. But even with that, Kwanda, I think that's his name, is going to use the Burning Mirror. Oh boy. I wonder how many people Stallion can grab. Wow, that doesn't look all that big. I would have thought it would be much bigger. That's what she said. Uh-oh. Plan on using the Burning Mirror and finishing us off. Yeah, Kwanda. That's a weird name. I think he's like African. It sounds like a good, African tribesman type thing. But looks like the dwarves come in at the nick of time and destroy the Burning Mirror. So now we're gonna have to, enter the castle and take him on by ourselves. So I'm gonna save that for next episode. So next episode we're gonna storm the castle, defeat Kwanda, and hopefully make a name for the Liberation Army. So till then, Cell58 saying thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, appreciate. Of course, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will talk to you later. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.